Okay. What kind of stuff? The site I read stuff on finally fixed their login and bookmark issues. So I logged in and had 304 things to read. Even though I've been reading, I'm trying to remember the things I read, just going off of that. But now I have to sort through all of that and check all the things to make sure it's like, oh yeah, I have read this. But hey, what's up? Let's go, because we're
This
here.
property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors are confined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Okay. Let's do that.
You must be joking. Undesirables, and your plan is to sit idly by. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench? How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
Oh, can I shoot her?
Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in whatever hovel you came from. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. Yes, thank you. Goodness, what's the system coming to when unkempt vagabonds are making more sense than the board itself? By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is
Doctor.
a
She's a
fabulous
doctor.
arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like
She
this,
does not see
you
the
need to
irony of
spend,
this, does she?
Let's
But
call
then
it
again,
social
rich people
capital.
don't tend to. Like, rich people and people in charge don't tend to see the irony of their situations.
Hey, sorry about your folks out.
I'm just sorry I forgot to search the liquor cabinet before we left.
I, know that's a joke, but be careful. I lost someone once. After I buried him, I raided his Rizzo stash for a bit of comfort. And I ain't stopped drinking since.
Hey, who says that's a bad thing?
Let me just close that door.
Nice.
I can take a hint.
Anything else in here I should take while I'm here? That'll do. You saw nothing because you weren't there. Why would you want fake windows? What's wrong with real windows? Because I'm me. Side quest first. Would this be stealing?
Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I? I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then. They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection
You
crate.
give me your
6
side
of my little
quest.
ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course. I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free. But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer. Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of
Why
pipes.
is his ear
That's why
glowing?
they connect the city from the
I've noticed that
Acropolis
with
district
some
to
in
here.
the NPCs. Like, is it just something to do with the lighting, where it hits them in the right way and it makes their ear glow?
Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases, and the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors. Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins, a room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh, a hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course.
Yeah. Okay, I'm guessing that's down into those tunnels.
I tell you what, we'll change the thought in our contract.
I'm gonna check out the retirement
Spacer's
district
choices.
first.
For life's little injury.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
You mean the one where the dissidents blew up an orphanage?
Are you wearing my clothes?
Awful.
Thank the law we live in Byzantium, right? Huh?
She's wearing my outfit. How dare she?
CNP Borscht Pocket can be microwaved in 2.5.
Okay, let's put my clothes back on. Why did I put that one on?
5 seconds. Borscht Pocket.
You know, for the wealthy district, they do got a lot of closed buildings and holes in walls. Also, why do I feel like the early retirement area is just killing people? Like, hey, you were randomly selected for this super exclusive early retirement district where we're going to kill you. Because there are too many people and we can't support them all.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retired recently? Not just you.
Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit up Bijou's.
Can't. They're closed. Someone saw a sprat in there.
Bijou's too? Damn. What's this city coming to?
Yeah, who knows? You're totally not killing your citizens and or anything like that.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Didn't see me. Yeah, given where the early retirement gate is,
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy.
achievement.
Enjoy an ice-cold
Oh.
Zero-G brew by
Nice.
Spacer's Choice. Zero-G
I guess I
brew,
sold
an ale that's
10,000
good for what ails you. Although
bits
in
worth
the
of
early
junk.
retirement district, nothing will. All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations. Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend
he
the
ever
rest of your
stop?
days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite
probably-
at one of our many restaurants? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what
Oh,
ails you.
yeah.
Although in the early retirement district, nothing will.
Yeah. They're killing people. Or they're being forced into slave labor. Nope, they're killing them.
Nope, nope, not having this. I've lived through too many Marauder ambushes in my life to die by a trap built by corporate pencil pushers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next time. Perks. What do I want? See, this is useless because I did long guns 100. All my long guns ignore armor. What do we got here? Go sprint speed. There we go. Glad I was 10 away from that. What's up, guys? It's a good thing I didn't just come in here to fight and start fighting. Oh, can I not take their hat? Okay. Good to know that, yeah, I was right. They're killing people. They're just killing people. And I'm guessing seizing their assets and whatnot, keeping them for themselves. Oh, I'm guessing all these things are gonna ignore me because I did that thing. No, 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 no. You guys won't mind if I take things from the guys that are already dead, right?
Linux searching. Assaulting. Threat.
And I won't have any new battle scars.
Turn around. So I can shoot you. Why is there a bathroom down here? Yeah, how am I supposed to get those when they run from me without shooting them? This is going to be a situation where I'm like, oh, I found them all, but they were already dead. Because that seems to be the case.
System. Investigating.
They're not all dead. Are they? Why does it feel like they're still selling drugs? Or is that just me? All the packages with white. Okay, so the ones that run from me get shot. The ones that don't survive.
Great work. Real slick.
Where's this go? Hmm.
Everyone all right?
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Sprat. What? It's cute, and all the mechanicals are assholes.
Yeah, but if the Sprouts won, we would have died. Okay. I forgot I upped my sprint speed. I was like, I'm speedy.
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why, this is marvelous! Oh, dear, it looks like some of my darlings have suffered violent misfortune. Nevertheless, it's good to have them back. Thank you for your help. I'm afraid I can't spare much, but I hope you'll accept this. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Now we should go tell her that people are being killed. She really doesn't want to go to the early retirement district.
You gonna start shitting gold too?
Are you kidding? I'll eat my bid cartridges before I waste them on shit like that.
We stick together after all this? I'll hold you to that.
I
Hold
just
it.
might.
That's what I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope. What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can dispose of the rabble? That's brilliant. To take the most burdensome members of our society and simply remove them. Oh, I'll never doubt the wisdom of the board again. Why, I had no
of
reason
course.
to be envious at all. What a relief. You would, wouldn't you, you precious little pauper? Now then, to the matter of your fee.
Oh, my intimidate.
Of course, as we agreed. I'm not one to break a contract. In any event, while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've brought me, I will need some solitude to fully bask in it. So if there's nothing further... Don't you point that thing at me.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? How about this hammer? You want this? I got a shotgun. This as well. Take all of one shot to hit you in the head.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, across the scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any
No
actual
need.
business here, or? Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
And here I could have also just broken in. I should have lied to that chick. Like, oh yeah, early retirement's great. Go check it out. The guards in your kitchen. Guessing that's the way I would have gotten in had I not been able to go through the front door. What's up? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go looking around your place.
How'd you do that so fast?
Oh, hey. You didn't see shit. Oh, it's not stealing from these ones. Down on the first floor, it's stealing. Up here, it is also stealing.
Hey, soldier. You can't just wander around the minister's residence. What do you think you're doing? Me? I'm watching for suspicious activity. Well, when you put it that way. Look, I don't have any visitors on file today, UDL related or otherwise. I won't report this, but you need to leave.
How did she see me doing that from there? You guys get in here so I can close the door and steal stuff. And all these fancy things I want to take, but it won't let me.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here. Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from the top. If we're set on fixing Halcyon, that's as good a place as any to start.
Exactly. And fix it we must.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Oh, well.
Well, you won't have much human company down there. Plenty of sprats and automechanicals, though.
Cleared out
When you
already.
reach the HC building, this
So
access
done.
card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
Okay. Can I have one of your fancy little cube boxes? Look nice in my ship. So am I just gonna get to keep his package? Like, oh, you let me in because I have this package. I'm not gonna actually give it to him. I'm gonna keep it and get more stuff from him. Because I already cleared it out. Why wouldn't I? Oh, I'll keep that. Two, three. Well, you're getting a new knife, which I can't modify. That's fine. And I can just run through this because I already killed everything. Sorry, I was
I
fixing my
never
hair.
give him a good desk job.
Oh. Yeah, that didn't take much. Since I had already gone through and cleared that area, all I had to do was walk in. But multiple loading screens. Let me put this away.
I'm not sure I have ever, in my entire life, felt more out of place than I do at this moment.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? Well, how nice for you. Do you have any idea how long it takes to request new forms? Or how many citations I'll get for impeding HHC business in the meantime? Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Not wanting to deal with bureaucracy. Or get fined for dealing with bureaucracy. Whatever. Ooh. Oh, lovely.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown till you travel with a visitor.
Did I really just steal a broken snow globe? I don't think Nyoka has any problems with me stealing everything in the bar. Ellie probably doesn't either.
I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Yeah, so the board's not on our side. Okay. And then there's the door I can't open because I don't have the skills to do so. Okay. What's up, guys? Yeah, so I'm guessing house arrest because everything's going to shit. Doesn't want the other guy telling people because he's a good person for the most part. And then he decided he was going to expand his office into his other person's office. Because why not? Because he's a dick. And they're the kind of people who would stick everybody in storage and leave them there to rot and never revive them. Because why would you do that?
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been pounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant. When do you think they actually...
That's not to ask. Remember that?
Did she seriously hide? Oh, no. There's a thing there. Let's look around at the stuff that isn't restricted access. Okay.
Looking good, soldier.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna fight my way through all those people with Talon.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial again. And the results were 0.0.
curious where this is going to take us. Oh, okay. Back down we go. That door's barred.
Here they come! Everyone all right?
Tricky. Go recharge my shroud. Okay, where's this chick?
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point. I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list. What are you talking about? There's no such thing. What? There's no way. I'm cleared to know about all clearances. I mean, I've gotta be, right? Whoa, there's no need for that. Go on through, and let's pretend this conversation never happened.
Oh. Now I don't need the shroud, because I lied my way in.
I won't tell.
Eh. Does that mean I can wander around down here? I guess we'll find out once we get down here. Oh.
Let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular.
$65 out of the 72 I need.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Now the question is, do I want to kill people or shoot? Sorry. I'm gonna get to that, but I'm still curious about the Caroline thing. And I found where that is. Oh. Other side.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something. I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
What I'd give for a surplus of food to complain about.
Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
You get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore. Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now. Theodore's out there now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
Well, the question is, will she let me wander around in the lab?
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And she's on her own if she runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Okay. So that was just another way to get him to let me through.
You know, the more of those Spectrum bottles I drink, the less I'm able to differentiate their colors.
And decide. I'm gonna I don't want to kill everybody here, because it's like they're just being experimented on. Less people, but if we can get started on reviving people and whatnot, then we don't have to just kill a whole bunch of people to revive a whole bunch of people. It doesn't really trade off. If we take what we can now, we can get more later. Drop off my armor that I'm not going to use because I can't tinker with it and make it better. Well, I could tinker it, I can't modify it.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
Okay. 1,000, 2, 5, 6, 671. Bet it's a grenade launcher.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Is this an optional thing? Okay. I can do that when I get there. Now the question is, can I do the stuff for Phineas and this lady? Or do I have to do both? And it's just a matter of actually turning him in, or... giving him time to get away.
Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Ooh.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Okay, people I'm gonna take with me. Let's take these two. Doctor and the engineer.
Got a sec?
Parvati, you say that all the time, but you never actually want to talk about anything. Start with this one.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space. Just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. Uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. You absolutely should. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time. The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Yay, level. Okay.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
He's got a ship right there.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony. Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, I would say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
But we're going to the Hope.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
Ooh, not good.
Captain,
don't want that to
I
happen.
hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not...
Yeah. Not really mentally stable, but whatever. We'll do this and then we'll go see that lady. I think I am getting close to the end of the game. Even with locked places and places I've not gone.
Can we talk?
Dude, Parvati,
Where are we headed?
seriously. I hate that it puts me on. Who are these people? Well, obviously they're corporate cards, but seriously.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody was so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside. Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Was there? I don't remember stealing any armor. Whatever.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
That does it. I'm never ever getting one of those pods. Can't think of much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Okay. um. Maybe. Okay. I'll give you this one. It's armor. Even though I don't use it. Okay, so somewhere in between there was not restricted access.
Okay.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved? Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADN, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Oh. Yep. There's a whole bunch of corporate people on it too. End of the game. Ship explodes. Slam into the sun.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
I hardly felt a thing.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Oh, what is that? I'm gonna go exploring around.
You're fast. Great work.
Worker, you are Error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself. Error. Hibernation pod access is illegal. State your employer. Registered. A fine of 10,000 bits will be assessed in your corporation's ledger for failure to follow proper hibernation pod procedures. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, I couldn't jump over that railing. Exploring. Hack 81. My hack is 75. Okay. Someone hurt themselves? Okay. 659. Okay, his can get replaced with that.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. The transmission... is marked with priority status. Urgent! Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the law you warned me. I was able to get the defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. What? How is this botched? Is it because I didn't go see her first? Give me this one. I want to see what happens if I
We
go
are
here.
now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
Huh. Is this seriously the same office? Just skinned a bit differently.
Nice going.
Is there a reason you would want to be in here? Besides to steal from their bar? Why was this a locked room? There's nothing in it.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. He's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival. I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill. But I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse. But there is a way to save it. I'll answer however I can. The Lifetime Employment Program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work. Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the Lifetime Employment Program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. You've left us with a useless town draining our resources. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you. When you diverted power to the Botanical Lab, you spelled the end of Edgewater. But the town is still hanging on, still living off whatever meager resources we send them. With every passing day, Edgewater leaches more of our limited resources. The town is a rotting limb, and we must be surgeons. Because we were negligent. You're right, the colony can't possibly feed itself. And it's our fault. This is our mess. And the only way we're cleaning it up is by taking action. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed. We don't have any other option. The colony is on the verge of collapse, and we no longer have the luxury of easy solutions. No, allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical.
You talk less like a human than mechanicals I've known.
I am responsible for every single human life in this colony. Do you imagine you relish the thought of killing some of them to save the rest? Steal your spine.
Because where does it stop?
Do what needs to be done. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
I don't work for you.
I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Captain, look out! Bring them down!
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that one. Just because they wanted me to wipe a town out. Because where does it stop? Because first it's one town. Oh, this town needs to be wiped out because they're no longer productive. And then it's the next town because they're no longer productive.
Another fighting me. Okay, I see why it's botched now. Because I wasn't going to wipe out an entire town. I forget about armor.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Okay.
Sending a corrupted... We've arrived at Phineas's lab.
Let's go. Ooh, half an hour. Oh, we'll be done at 1. I'm gonna pop into Fortnite. Look at the new Battle Pass stuff. Because there was no time in between seasons. There was like 2 days.
Got it. Heads down.
I'm sure he won't mind. Didn't go through my stuff, did ya? Oh, no.
You gotta teach me that.
Ooh. Oh. Close to that. My hack is... Wait, why am I getting a negative right now? It's still 90, but... What am I doing? Oh. I'm looking for the passcode. There we go. What panel did I just open? Oh. Oh. Let's go. Actually, you know what? This'll drop in there. That I don't care about. This one. 8, 6. Who's got the weakest weapon?
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board?
Okay. That'll do.
Who keeps ordering these?
No idea, Ada. Okay. Armor. 30, 60. 65. 51. 49. Actually. Okay. Hmm. Um. Okay. Let's go.
As it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Oh, yeah, fine. Let's go.
Those board goons kidnapped Mr. Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we gonna get him out?
And here we are, entertaining the notion of busting him out. That's insane. And likely a hell of a lot of fun.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth, but that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Captain, come on. Even I've heard of the biggest prison the colony's ever seen. And on some occasions, I literally live under rocks.
But since no one ever makes it out, this is all just speculation.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know. Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
If
I
you
think
don't
we're
make
good to
it,
go.
at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding. You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Let's go. We're breaking into a prison. There's still Typhon. Oh, Gas Giant. Gas Giant. What's Typhon? Like, there's 3 places. Like, why put them on the map if they have no point?
I am pleased to
I've done
inform
every
you
side
that we
quest I
arrived
had.
at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. Your ship is not permitted to leave until you remit payment for your fines and submit yourself to execution. Only after your smoking corpse is thrown from an airlock will we lift the lockdown on your spacecraft.
Captain, I would not recommend this course of action.
Protocol is important, ma'am. The sentencing of one crime does not include the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Nyoka and Ellie. It's nice having a doctor. Yeah, this game, like you've got it's Fallout in space with a lot of Greek mythology thrown in. Tartarus, Charon, whatever, stuff like that. I know what it is. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you ducked in the right time.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardats!
Hey! Are more people over this way? Yes. No, I want to try this. Interesting. Okay, let's stick with this.
slick.
Oh, I've got plenty of carrying capacity. And because of all the looting I do, I've got plenty of ammo.
Hell of a job.
Okay.
Even I'm walking into a prison. They lock me up. I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Getting in's one thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
No issues.
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
The last of him.
Horrible shot. even with the fact that I ignore armor, these guys still take a lot to kill. Actually, I'm gonna save here and I'll continue this next time. So, thanks for watching and later.